All right. So today we're going to be talking about the SIG RomeoX. I'm actually going to install this on my wife's Rose P365. Remember, treat all firearms as if they are loaded till you verify they are not. They are loaded till you drop the magazine and then physically pull the slide back and visually clear that chamber. I've already done all this. This is unopened. I went down to my local Florida Pew Pew exchange and picked this up, paid full price. Great store, very helpful. I happened to run into the SIG rep for the area while there, and I actually forgot about the RomeoX. This is my first time opening it. I forgot about the RomeoX, even though, you know, it's a great optic. I just wasn't thinking, and I was about to grab a Romeo 0, and he happened to be standing there and goes, "Hey, what about the RomeoX?" I was like, "Oh yeah, crap, I forgot about that. That's why you are a SIG rep, and I just buy them. I used to sell the stuff." The good thing about the RomeoX, though, and we're going to transition to this other view right here. The RomeoX, it's small. It has built-in sights. So I have my old XL sight slide here. Obviously, it's been cleared. I just did not break it all apart like I did the other one. But with the old XL slide, the V1, you lose your iron sights if you put one of the older optics on it. This, they built in some tritium iron sights. It is not a closed emitter. I really don't care about closed emitter versus open emitter. I do like the upgrades on this compared to the original Romeo Zeros. I did not like the push button way up here. Now this has buttons on the side, battery on the side too. The original Romeo Zero, you had to take apart or take it off the slide, I mean, to change the battery. This, they upgraded, they put that there. As you can see, both are XL slides, revamped. This will actually sit right behind there, so these sights won't get in the way. But I do like the fact that when I do go get one of these for mine, I will still have a full set of sights there. When doing this stuff, make sure you always use the proper stuff, use the proper tools. They give you some tools here. When you're setting this stuff up, I do really like Wheeler's products. Fix-It Stick, don't get me wrong, Fix-It Stick makes a nice product. It's just very expensive. And with the Wheeler product, you get all the same stuff pretty much. I mean, the Fix-It Stick does have a lot more stuff in there, but for what I need, I got everything right here. Today, I'll double check the instructions, but if I do remember correctly, it is going to be about 24 inch pounds, and we're going to go from there. And I'm just going to go ahead and get everything set up with the tools that I'm going to need. With any of these torque limiters, you do not use them to take off parts. You use them to put them on. Do not use them to take them off. It will ruin them. But you're going to go ahead. You're going to do your best to get this off without scratching everything. The smart person in me would have went ahead and used this. The other good thing about Wheeler and Fix-It Sticks is they all fit most standard torque drivers, you know, things like that. So that is the great part about that. Now, that being said, the other reason you want to do this is using this, you want this to be on at the proper settings. Any optic, anything of that sort, you're going to want to be on there right. You're going to want it to be torqued properly. If you're mounting a scope, same thing. Mounting a scope, you're going to want it to be torqued on there properly. 24 inch pounds for the right here. 24 inch pounds for the 365 optic. Now this is the RomeoX compact. They do have, if I could get that in focus, there we go. They do have two versions. They got the compact and they got the Pro. The Pro is the Delta Point Pro footprint. So you do have options out there if you need to go with the other ones. So 24 inch pounds. Anytime you're mounting an optic, you want to make sure you got the correct screws. Start them by hand. Make sure they're supposed to, they're going in the right size holes, everything. And yeah, those are the right ones. I got it to the Loctite and then met a little resistance. So we're good there. They give you two different sets of screws with the RomeoX. So that is nice, for the different mounting options that are out there. I mean, there are a ton of mounting options out there. Everybody knows there's a ton of mounting options out there. So it is nice that they give you two different sets. When you go to put this on, be very gentle. Don't force it. There is a slight lip here. Just get it slid down in there. Get these started by very, very gingerly. Do not cross thread them. If you feel any resistance when first getting them going, back it off. What I do sometimes is I kind of do a back turn just to make sure that they are not cross-threading. And I go from there. So the good thing about the Wheeler fat sticks is the fact that they do come with an extension. I know some kits out there don't. But for I think this is like $70. This is a great set. Don't get me wrong, the fix-it sticks are amazing too. So we got 25 inch pounds here. The fix-it sticks are amazing too, but for like $60 less, we got everything we need right here personally. And then there you go. That is put on there. The thing I love about this, they give you this nice big flat head too. So I'm just going to pop it on my driver right here. And go ahead and take that battery cap off. What I'm going to do before I go zero this, probably zero this tomorrow. What I'm going to do before I zero this is I'm going to get a fine paint marker or something and put a red or white line right there on that screw and a red or white line right there on that screw over to the side of the optic. Right there and right there. So I have some witness marks. So if it starts to walk out, I will realize that it's walking out and, fix it with what we need, little Loctite or something of the sort. get a black paint pen, because with as sharp as those edges are on here, you're gonna scratch the hell out of it like I already did right there. They don't really have a good way to get that open without scratching the ever-loving hell out of that. At least there's not one that I see in the box. Don't eat your desiccant packets, Marines. That's not gum. Don't eat that. That right there, let's see if I could get that centered. There you go. So, probably won't be able to get this to focus. But without it being blown out on the screen. But that's a very crisp circle dot right there. So we're going to be pushing this down button to cycle through. Push it. Nice small little dot right there. Push and hold again. And then you just get the circle. You can't... Let's see. Yeah, I can't get that to pick up. Maybe I could get it on this other camera. I don't like the just circle. I ain't gonna lie. I get it. Somebody's gonna like that thing, but just the circle, I don't like. Circle dot really ain't bad if I could get that it's not gonna show up on there. There we go. Circle dot ain't bad. It still looks blown out right here. Obviously, this is an empty slide. No. Yeah, this camera, and I just lost my light. This camera does not pick it up that great. But yeah, there you go. Easy installation. Always make sure you're using the proper tools to do it. The wife's gonna love this. We'll probably go take it to go 0 tomorrow. Maybe it's on, but I'm going to have to put this slide back on there. I'm going to have to do the lollipop method. If you don't know what the lollipop method is, aim down your sights like you normally would. And the easiest way to do it is to have somebody dial it in for you. If you need to go up or you need to go left and right, you're aiming and you tell them up or down, and then you tell them to stop, and you lollipop it on your front sight post. You take that dot, you put it on your front sight post. That's going to get you in the general ballpark, and you're just going to have to do a little bit of adjustment after that. But if you look right here, you see those sights made up nicely, so these sights aren't interfering with anything. And there you go. So the wife will be happy. I do believe everybody should learn how to use their iron sights, because batteries do go dead, and they always go dead at an inopportune moment. If you didn't check them that day and you just didn't think about it. I do believe dots are vital. They do definitely make people better shooters. You still need the fundamentals. Do not get me wrong. You still need to know the fundamentals of shooting. But dots are definitely helping people improve on their marksmanship. So any aid that anybody could use to be able to do that is a necessity. So one thing I wanted to talk about real quick is SIG in this little RomeoX put what they call Magnetech. It's in the M17 optic. In compatible holsters, if you have a magnet in there, it'll turn off the red dot automatically. So, you know, everybody knows the problem with Motec is when you're walking around, it is technically in motion and it wears down your battery. So that's a cool little option right there that they added into this optic. That I'm now going to have to get a compatible holster for. But yeah, I like that little option right there. Just a great little touch that SIG added into this tiny package for this optic. So real quick note, I just went to Lollipop It, and that site, you know, is good enough for me to take out tomorrow and confirm zero, maybe adjust it a little bit to her needs. But right now, out of the box, that site looked good. Other than that, I do appreciate y'all watching this. Thank you. I love y'all. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.